Hello, welcome back to Between Horizons. We played a bunch of this yesterday, so I hope all of you associate detectives are ready in chat to do some solving with me, because that's why I've decided you are now. You're my helping detectives, as we solve the crimes aboard the spaceship, which I've already forgotten the name of, the Zephyr. That's what it's called, the Zephyr. Wait, does this waistcoat actually have pockets? It's been lying to me this whole time. No, I think they are. Just sewn. Sorry, I think I've just discovered that this waistcoat has pockets. I just never unpicked the stitching. No, I don't think it does have pockets. I think they're fake. I think I was just putting my hands in the lining. Anyway, let's play the game. If you weren't here for the first part, I'll go over what's happening, because we have, like, files, but the game it's a sci-fi. We're in space, and we are playing this character. This is Stella, who is the chief of security, and basically we're a detective. That's what you need to know. So last time, so let's have a look at our PDA. How we left it was, oh yeah, so there was like a dissident group who were trying to go against the mission, capital M, which is kind of like the directive in this. And trying to be like, ooh, the powers that be are, maybe we want to be able to decide things for ourselves and not be told what to do for our whole lives. Yes, her dad did get squished. That was right at the beginning of the game. Her dad got squished by a door. So that's why she's chief of police. And all of this stuff is happening. We figured out, just things like how they got paper to write these letters, because paper is the only thing that isn't tracked. So it's like, you know, how did they find paper to be able to send notes? Because that's the only way that the government, the people above, can't see what you're saying, basically. And then the entire ship turned off for a few seconds, which meant everybody went flying because the gravity stopped working. Do we support the mission? I don't know. As of right now, Stella is like for the mission because it's her job, because she's the crew. So she works for the head people, basically. She works for the captain. And so she's like for the mission. However, she's had a message from one of the people from this faction being like, we will meet again, and when we do, you will have to decide. And I'm like, oh, so I don't know how it's gonna go down, but I'm pretty sure that at some point we're gonna decide to join the other group, though we could maybe go either way. It might be branching, I don't know. Anyway, so currently what's just happened is we've figured out the order in which the different power nodes turned off, which was important. The captain wanted to know. I think it's something to do with then we can figure out who caused it to happen. But I've been told to go back to bed, basically. And I stopped it there because I was pretty sure that when we got back to our bunk, something was going to happen. So we're going to head back to our bunk now. That's my bunk. There we go. So we don't fast travel directly to different places. We fast travel to the nearest, like, train station. But it's a lot less walking around. So, to be fair, that wasn't actually that much better. Where's my house? Where's my bunk? Okay, it's this way. So I need to go left and then up the stairs twice. I have to do this a lot. There's a lot of pausing and figuring out where I am. Okay, is this my bunk? Yes, perfect. But it's quite fun because it's looking at this game. You wouldn't necessarily. Oh, I don't sleep in the residential area because I'm part of the crew, so I get like a special bunk, basically. Yeah, you did look at this game. If you just saw the art of this game, you might be like, oh, it's gonna be like a platformer or like a side scroller or like a shooty game. At least I would. But it's actually, you know, like, you get evidence and there's like intrigue and all of this cool stuff. So, which is why I wanted to get it and play it with you guys. Knew it! I knew there'd be something happening in my bunk. Oh, this is the My friend who I met in the residential area whose house is flooded. Maybe she's come to stay with me because her place is flooded. What the? Stella? Wait, why would I say don't move? What? I know who she is. What are you doing here? In my bunk. What are you doing in my bunk, Ava? I'm sorry, I think this is a big misunderstanding. My place got completely wrecked when the thing happened. I know that. It flooded. I've already spoken to you, but I guess the game doesn't know that I've spoken to her. I was told that this bunk was empty and I could stay here until everything was sorted out. So I was granted access. Oh. Yeah, I see. I was supposed... Oh. Where's my pet? Is Chi-Chi okay? I can't see Chi-Chi in the room. I'm getting worried about my pet now. I was supposed to move into the chief bunks weeks ago. I guess that's why they thought this one was free. Sorry for jumping you like this. I'm a little paranoid due to recent events. It's okay. Everything's fine. I'm sorry for the confusion. I'll tell Richard I need another bunk. No, wait. You could stay in my dad bunk. It's right above mine. That's nice of you. Thanks. I'll request access. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Like, I feel like she probably doesn't want to go to her dad's bunk because it's probably not been emptied. And she doesn't really want to have all of his stuff around her because it's only been, as I said earlier, I think, I could be wrong, but I think it's only been like a month since he died. Of course. How are you holding up, Stella? About as well as you'd think. Everything's a shit show and I feel responsible for fixing it. And you? I'm fine. Listen, you don't need to bear all that responsibility alone. I think there are better ways we could... Hang on. Yeah! See, I noticed too. Hang on, where's Chi-Chi? Chi-Chi? I didn't see her. Oh no. She wasn't in here when I arrived, I swear. I think the door wasn't properly closed. Maybe it came loose during the incident. She must have run away again. Hope she's okay. Keep an eye out, will you? Sure. Can I just catch a break for a... Sorry, I'm getting a call. Oh god. Just one thing after another. Poor Stella. Sorry for the intrusion. I'll be upstairs if you want to talk, okay? Thank you, Ava. Captain? Chief, I'm afraid there's no time to rest. I don't know why I've given her such a deep voice. Rest after all. Please come and see me at the conference room on the bridge as soon as you can. Did you find out what caused the outage? Let's talk in person. Ooh. Ooh. I guess okay, so the other thing about this faction that are like against the mission is we don't know who's in it, and there are clearly some people higher up that are in it in order to have the kind of access that they've been able to have. She's been alien catnapped. Oh no. Captain Taylor. Oh, why are we zooming in so far? I'm sorry. Captain Talia, I came as fast as I could. Thank you, Chief. Why are we meeting here? Hi, Max. It has been going well so far. I've only just begun playing the game because I was pretty late starting due to various things happening in the morning, but I hope your day's going well. I need to talk to you alone. The sergeant evaluated your assessment of the power outage. Did I get it wrong? You were right. Oh, I was so stressed there. I thought they were going to suspect me. Power node C started the chain reaction. Knowing this, we were able to determine the reason. The ship's engine has been turned on. What? The ship was equipped to perform a maneuver without any preparation. The engine hasn't been used in over 30 years. How are we moving through space then? Unless we aren't. Unless it's all a trick and we're not actually going to a new planet at all. What do you think if I just solved the whole thing? Form a maneuver. We have changed course. The engines are still running. We're slowly accelerating and changing our trajectory. What? Why aren't we changing it? Because the navigators are locked out of their own system. At first, they were completely unable to even boot it up. Now they can see what's happening, but they're unable to do anything. What kind of glitch? Oh, come on, Stella, don't be so naive. It's not a glitch. It's not a glitch. The system has been hacked. You know the system's been hacked. That's what caused... Oh, for God's sake. Hello, Flufffeather. Hi. He'll be falling in orbit to slingshot out further. So we've already been on the ship for... Okay. I don't know exactly how long we've been here, but Stella said at one point that she'd been going to school on the ship for... She went all the way through school on the ship for 12 years. So we've been on this journey for at least 12 years, if not longer. And we know we're not arriving until 100 years from today. So But she can't be older than maybe 20, maybe 30, right? So I was gonna say 25, but I'm gonna go for 30. She couldn't be older than 30. I don't know. What? She was obviously born before she got on the ship because her mum's not on the ship. So I think we've been in orbit for like maximum like 25 years? Minimum 25 years? No, maximum 25 years. I've changed course. Pray I do not alter them further. Vader, ship navigator. That sounds like part of a rap. Darth Vader, ship navigator. Please never let me rap, ever. Right. Just checking on YouTube there. The system has been hacked. The programmed maneuver will end tomorrow. Once it's complete, we'll be headed towards a different star. Different star? What's there? Nothing. But it's a lot closer. We would be entering its gravitational pull in about 3 years. Can we course correct back to Eurus tomorrow after the maneuver is finished? We don't know yet if the system will let us back in at that point. And even if it does, it'll be too late. We'll need almost all the fuel we still have left to decelerate. If we allow the ongoing maneuver to finish, we won't have enough fuel to course correct and to brake. We'll be able to do just one. We either arrive at the wrong star, or we overshoot the wrong one. Sorry, wrong way around. We either arrive at the wrong star, or we overshoot the right one. Chief, I need you to understand what this means. This maneuver was only possible in a very small window of time. This is a premeditated sabotage of the mission that may have been planned for years. Whoever did this not only had intimate knowledge of our systems, they were also able to calculate and perform a complex maneuver. Do you think they knew it would cause a disastrous power outage? Maybe not. That part did not need to happen for their plan to succeed. It seems more like an accidental byproduct. There's a complex series of steps we usually have to take to prepare an engine start. The hacker either didn't know about that, or they weren't able to pull it off for lack of time, skill, accomplices. Whatever the reason, we believe they were hoping the maneuver would stay undetected for as long as possible. The engine is set to a very gentle burn. Change in gravity is almost unnoticeable, but there are signs of our sideways momentum that people will notice eventually. Slanted water in a tank, a ball rolling down the hall, people tripping over their feet. Oh, I thought my balance was off because of my head trauma. Trauma? Trauma. I can speak. Turn it down a little bit. There we go. Actually, that reminds me. So, I was playing D&D on Monday. Yes, God, I had to think really hard about that. I was playing D&D on Monday, and I ended up, through a series of events, underneath an avalanche of snow, and I had to figure out which way was up, but I was so deep under, it's not like I could just wiggle and feel. So I decided to look at the health potion on my belt and figure out which way, where the bubble of air was, and that could help me figure out. I don't think my character would ever figure that out because she has really low intelligence, but I was like, I need to know where I need to figure this out so I can get out of the snow. So that just reminded me of that. Anyway, listen, Chief, this will be the most important assignment of your career. Our navigators are trying everything to regain control over the engine, but they would not give me any assurances. The hacker is the only person who knows how to undo this. You need to find them and make them talk before it's too late. If we do not course correct by the same time tomorrow, our mission fails. Do we have any leads whatsoever? The hack might have been perpetrated by the dissidents we were already investigating. The timing cannot be coincidental. Talk to your sergeants at the security office to follow up on this. But we do have another lead. The perpetrator must have been at the navigation room to go through with the attack. In fact, they must have been there in the minutes right before the power went out. There are no signs of forced entry, so our prime suspects are the people who have access to the room. This includes navigators Noelia, ooh, nice name, Orland, and Joseph. It's okay, it's not spelled with an F, we're fine. At least some of them should be there right now. Engineers Eric and Asher also have access. I know where his house is, I walked past it and it told me, but I don't know their status or whereabouts since the incident. I've granted you access to the navigation room. Have a look around in there and talk to the navigators. They know that I'm briefing you right now and instructed to help, but don't forget that we can't rule them out as suspects. I think I would try melting the snow in front of my face and see if it dropped down on me, though the bubble thing probably would have been better. I think we all tried different things because we were separated. Well, most of us were separated. And it was actually pretty fun to try and figure out how we could get out of the snow without having any idea how deep we were. Because like we could, you know, you could cause some kind of explosion or melt the snow, but then what if more just falls in and it crushes you more? Like we don't know where we are, we don't know which way up we are. It was quite interesting. But we did all get out, so it was fine. It was fine in the end. So one of our characters took so much damage from being hit by the snow that he had to start making death saves. So that was pretty scary. Can we just take a moment and appreciate how a slowly turning fan in the background can move enough hot, cold air that nobody seems to be complaining about it? The future, woo! This is the only fan in this room, and it's making the whole thing fine. It's also, you know, probably keeping air in here. It's so easy to kill people on a spaceship. You just, like, turn off the air supply to a room, and you're like, done. Easy peasy. You know? They can't open a window. Anyway. Don't forget we can't rule them out suspects. Outside of them and your sergeants, you are to keep the contents of this entire meeting to yourself. Understood? Understood. I think if we, like, I'm not gonna ask, shouldn't the people know, but I think her response would probably have been, that'll just make them panic. So, maybe it's moving super fast, but we can only see it like it's moving really slow. Oh, like when you film something with a camera, and because of the shutter speed, it like slows it down almost. It looks like it's slower. That'll be all. Let me know immediately when you make any progress. I will.
As I exited the conference room, a thousand questions started forming in my head. If the hackers' sole intention had been to divert the ship, why did they specifically set course to the Otis system? Were they planning to orbit the star for the rest of time? I immediately felt that Talia wasn't telling me the whole truth, but I knew that prying would have been pointless. She had a habit of tightly controlling the flow of information, and in most instances, it was probably wise and well-intentioned. I would get my answers soon enough anyway.
There we go. Okay. Rightio, where do we start? Navigation room and security office. We need to go to both. These are all the suspects so far. But we could find that maybe one of them lost their card for a few hours. You know, there's all sorts of stuff that it could be. Ooh. Oh, I can organize them. I was wondering if there was a way to organize it. But I can, like, filter it out. I'm just gonna mark everything as viewed so I don't have the notification that I've got new evidence. Oh, why does it keep jumping? I hate it. There we go. That's all the evidence. It was not started with Star Wars saga. Yeah, why we have to have warnings on the meat curse because our eyes can see a slowly turning blade because our brains can't comprehend the speed it's really at. Ooh, yeah. Exactly. Like your shutter speed of your eyes is too slow. Sorry, we're supposed to be going to... We need to go to the navigation room, but we also need to go to the security. Is that this? No, that's the navigation room. Where's the security office? Or should we go to the navigation room first because it's closer? Wait, isn't the security office like navigation room, captain's office? I thought the security office was... Ah, it's there. Okay, it's not that far away. So we have to go... We're gonna go past the navigation room. Just check there's nothing else in here. Okay, good. That'll be the recycling machine in the corner. We don't need that anymore, though. So, we have a murder taking place in space. First question of interrogation. Have you encountered any alien queens lately, and how do you feel about facehuggers? It's this way. Technically, everything is both directions at once. Oh, thank goodness I didn't try and fast travel. Chi-Chi, there you are. Come here, girl. What's the matter? What does Chi-Chi know? Where are you going? Oh, great. I was really scared. I'll run into her again. It's probably going to take a few attempts to calm her down. Okay, so, like, we probably had to find her, like, 3 times before. I know, like 3 times before I can actually catch her. Side quest. Find my little baby alien cat. Hey kids, do you like beverages? Oh, I actually have to like click the level. I forgot that. Beverages and themed mug. Get your purple latent mug today. I was my sister bought my mum one of my mugs with the one with my like logo on it, and I didn't know this. Well, I vaguely realized because I got an order and then I was like, I wonder who that's from. And then it was just sitting in a box when I visited my mum, and I was like, that's me. This is so bizarre. But it's the normal size one, not the huge ones. I don't know if I'd ever have a use for a mug that big. I don't drink, like I only drink like half a mug of coffee normally. Oh no, an alien, the cat ran away too. Well, it's already an alien though. I mean, wait, it doesn't turn into an alien in Alien. The cat's like normal, right? I haven't actually seen Alien. I know, I'm terrible. Security office, here we go. I need to go talk to my officers. You guys. Sergeants, Captain Talia said you would clue me in about our next steps. Yes, Chief. You suspect the paper was being stolen from the activity room at the museum, so we had Engineer Isaac surveilled our recycler specifically. This morning, he informed us that an unusually large amount of paper was recycled at the museum's break room. We suspect that whoever kept stealing paper over the last few weeks got cold feet and dumped it all. Interesting. Do we have the exact time of this happening? Precisely 11:13 this morning. It should be noted that the break room is only accessible to museum staff. It connects the museum hall and the activities room. Oh, I was in there. I went in there at one point because I was trying to figure out where everything was. Yeah, the cat is just a cat, but it's smart enough to flee from the alien. Am I the alien in this case? Oh no, this is bad. This is really bad. To prevent the public from barging through, the room has a keycard scanner installed on both sides. You have clearance, so the doors will open for you without a card, and there won't be new entries in the log when you pass through. They're interesting. Why did they bring that up? There are no signs of their log, I see. There are no signs of a break-in, and the museum is closed anyway as they're assessing the damage. The entrance to the activities room already broke during the power outage, and we're positive that no one has used it since. So you're saying the person who recycled the paper this morning must be Devrin, Baptiste, or Ocean. They're all at the museum now. We told them that you'll come over to ask some questions. Just to get an overview of the situation at the museum, not sure if they bought it. Doesn't historian Michio technically have access to? You should, but you know him. He hasn't shown up for work in a long time. I was gonna say that's suspicious, but not. Okay, maybe not, because his access has been revoked. That's fine. I'm wearing a different shirt today. I don't know if you've noticed. The other one was a little bit small for me and also really thin. This one is a little bit thicker, but I'm still freezing, even though my heater's been on all morning. But yeah, I thought I'd go for a slightly different vibe. There's a really... Sorry. No, I'm going on tangents because the caffeine's kicked in. There's a really cute outfit that I've got my eye on from like a little independent shop. However, it's like 65 quid. And that's not... It's not actually that much for what it is. But I can't justify spending 65 quid right now. Maybe I should. Maybe get it as a treat. There might be someone who has a similar key who won't have their keys logged. Yeah, I think that might be... either that or it's me and I'm sleepwalking somehow. Good work. I'll go and have a look around. Okay, I can't talk to either of them now because... Ooh, what room is this? Hey, Stell? Yeah? I know you put a lot of pressure on yourself. Usually more than you should. This is a high-pressure situation. You know what I'm talking about. You're trying to live up to expectations that maybe nobody else has of you. Talia is always very clear about her high expectations. Talia has impossible expectations of everyone. It's not healthy. I'm just trying to say, William would be proud of you no matter what. Oh, that's gonna make me cry. Oh no. Okay, I'm not crying. Thank you. Okay, so Paul and Ava are my friends. I used to be friends with Lewis, but he keeps calling me paranoid. And he's also with the dissident faction, so we're not friends now. Oh, thank you, Raven. Okay, so now we need to go to the navigation room. I wanted to go to the security office. We go navigation room or activities room first? Where do we want to go? Nav. Okay, upstairs it is. Oh no, wait, it's on the same floor. I'm an idiot. It's on the same floor. I don't need to go on the lift either way. And now I'm realizing that this is a crew lift, which is why all of the only room symbols that are showing up are the ones that the crew can go in. That's why. That's the security office, which means that the navigation room's over here. Wait. Oh, locker room. I haven't been over here. Okay, I'm really lost. No, I was right the first time. It is upstairs. God's sake. Never take me anywhere. I get lost so easily. Which is so frustrating. Can never remember where I am. Here we go. It's by the captain's room. That's where I got confused. Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm here to question you all in a totally normal way. Hello. Navigator Joseph, how are things going? I'm so sorry about this whole mess. We're still locked out of the system. Somebody must have done this on purpose. We'll continue trying to regain control, but it's proving to be very complicated. Google Maps is a lifesaver. It is a lifesaver, except it doesn't always work on my phone. For some reason, when I'm out and about and on mobile data, sometimes it just won't know where I am. Even if I'm not like somewhere with no signal. Like, I've got full data and I've got my GPS on and everything's turned on. It just cannot figure out where I am, and it thinks I'm still in the flat. So I'm like, okay, how do I get to this place? And it gives me directions from here rather than where I am, and it's very annoying. And yeah, I've downloaded maps before, so it does help if I can figure out where I am on the map, but it's just really annoying when it's like, it's 10 minutes away, and I'm like, no, it isn't. That's not where I am. Good luck. Please contact the sergeants immediately if you make any progress. I will, Chief. Do you have any idea what went down in here leading up to the incident? I'm sorry, Chief. I hadn't been here for the hours prior to the attack. I was out celebrating Arrival Day. Can anyone corroborate that? Engineer Farid and I were talking to Dr. Yaha when the power outage happened and in the hour leading up to it. So you weren't in it here at all that day. As far as I know, no one was supposed to be in here that day. Thank you, Joseph. Okay, good statement. That's why I have Liam Neeson on speed dial so you can locate her if she gets lost. Like, hey, where am I? No, I'll get the that guy on TikTok. One of them. There's two guys. But he has a great username. I can't remember what it is. It's something like monkey or moose or something. But he can figure out where people are from like a 10-second video. It's great. He's really good at it. I'll just contact him and be like, hey, where am I? Tell me where I am. And then I can even be like, I'll make it easier. This is the city. Navigator Orland, have you had any success regaining control over your systems? Not yet. Can I ask you some questions about the events that transpired here around the time of the power outage? Right, not, Chief. What? Why not? I believe we haven't formally met since you inherited your father's job. Didn't answer his questions, won't have to answer yours. Why? Why is that? I have my reasons. It's a long story. Do you know what the stakes are right now? I can't help but feel like you might be involved in this mess. If you want to clear your name, you better start answering my questions now. Tell you what, Chief. Maybe we got off on the wrong foot here. You're not your old man, so maybe this is my chance that someone will finally look into this for me. What are you talking about? I was framed for a crime 20 years ago. I originally joined the mission a farmer. After the verdict, I was barred from working another day in my job. I was forced to swap places with the navigator. I wasn't allowed to see my child anymore. Holy moly. Okay, this has gone not where I was expecting. They all failed me. The crew, security, William. That's why I want to help you. So you want me to reopen the case, clear my name? Even if I wanted to, you haven't given me a lot to go by. I don't even know what you were charged with. Ask Sergeant Aldrich. He has a front row seat when it all went down. Fine. I'll give him a call and see what we can do. Oh. Yes, Chief? Sergeant, I'm in the navigation room looking into the power outage. I just had a chat with Navigator Orland. He's not answering my questions. He says he'll talk to me if we reopen a case from... Is he serious? I'm afraid so. Now? He wants us to reopen his case now? Sounded like he's been wanting for this for a long time, but he sees he sees an opportunity now. Chief, this'll take a while to look into. Maybe I'll find something. Just send me the old file. If you wish, but in my professional opinion, we shouldn't spend too much time on this. I'll send you a message and attach the case records. So you know what this is about. There's only one case he could be talking about. Well, two, but they're connected. You'll see. One more thing. If you're really going to look into this, you need access to the farm. I'm granting it to you now. It's above the hospital in the bio area. You can reach it via the elevator. We're going to go to the farm! You know what happens in the farm, other than obvious, like, growing the food? That's where they make the pets, too. And by that, I mean, probably just raise them, I imagine. Thank you, Sergeant. Okay. Let's have a quick 10-minute detour and solve this other case. Let's have a look, see. What do we have? Oh, don't look at the top. It says what the question for what happened in the case, which we don't know yet. He sent me a message with some attachments. The file says Farmer Orland was found guilty of using an explosive to gain access to his ex-partner Zena's bunk. This Zena? Surely not. I mean, there's a lot of people on this ship, but it's very unlikely that two important characters have the same name. We're gonna go see if we can get a second Chi-Chi. That's where they make the pets too. Please don't tell my cat this. She would run away to the farm to get all the pets for herself. Isn't it weird that we say that we pet them, and they are also pets? I never really thought I never really thought about how that's the same word before. I'm sure it probably, you know, one is from the other, you know? Or maybe it's just independently. I love thinking about etymology. What's that? I read a joke the other day. The fact that we can get entomology and etymology mixed up is just one of those linguistic bugs. I love that so much. It's such a good joke. And all the pets. Anyway, sorry. He was using explosives to gain access to his ex-partner Zena's bunk in the residential area during a custody battle over their biological child, Lewis. Oh, it is Zena. It is the same Zena. The most damning piece of evidence was a fertilizer used in the makeshift explosives, only accessible to Farmer Orland and his colleague who had an alibi. My dad was chief at the time, and Sergeant Aldrich was his right-hand man. Orland was found guilty and transferred to the navigation room, where he no longer has access to dangerous chemicals. He was also put under a temporary restraining order against Zena and Lewis. Now, if he wasn't guilty, I can understand why he's so annoyed, but it's kind of damning evidence so far. In entomology, the study of Ents, the living trees for Middle-earth. Yes, those guys and the ear, nose, and throat specialist you can see at the doctors. Lewis is the son of this guy and is in the Resistance. Yeah. However, he's not allowed to see him. But, you know, he could have snuck out. Okay, let's have a look at the other evidence we've got. Sergeant Aldrich sent me this record. The fertilizer was allegedly used in a makeshift explosive by Navigator Orland, who worked as a farmer at the time. Okay. Right. We also breed animals, but we only keep them as pets. So I'm guessing that they are all vegetarians then? They only breed animals to be kept as pets? Or maybe they can create meat with science. I mean, we could do that now. Okay, so we're gonna go to... God, where do we even go? The farm? I guess we go to the farm first. It said it's above the bio area, which is... Ah, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna sneeze. There we go. Alright, where are we? Okay, so there's a lift right here. Perfect. Farm. not been to psychiatry. Could you imagine building this spaceship and having to be like, right, we need one of this, we need this, we need this, we need this, we need this. Like, it must have been so difficult to figure out everything that they needed for every eventuality. You know what I mean? Because they couldn't stop anywhere to get supplies. They have to have everything covered. Right here, I assume you're over there. Oh. Whoa. Sorry, the game had to load there for a second. It was having a bit of a funky time. Oh, I didn't notice that the lines on the ground are different colors in different areas. That's really cool. Chi-Chi, why did you run away from me? Come here, I'll bring you back home. Chi-Chi, wait! I wondered if Chi-Chi would be up here. God damn it. It's a bit messy, but I guess, you know, they would have, like, soil and stuff on the floor. Farmer Umberto. How are things going up here? Could be better, could be worse, Chief. Neva and I weren't hurt at all. We got lucky. One of the tanks was toppled over. It's too heavy to lift for the two of us, but backup's on the way. The plants are taking it surprisingly well so far. We don't anticipate a disruption in the supply chain. Took a while to mop up the water and soil, though. Ah, okay. That'll be why there's so much soil on the ground. I forgot about the whole ship moving for a minute there. Chi-Chi's in the resistance. Chi-Chi's gonna convert me to the resistance. You're like, meow. We're like, you make a very good point. Points to you, Chi-Chi. You go, Glen Coco. I hope we didn't clog the recycler. Now the chaos in this place is almost back to its original state. Haha. This sounds good. I don't want to say hee hee out loud, it just sounds weird. I was a little worried about the food supplies. Just keep doing this in case we miss anything. Chi-Chi is the resistance. Chi-Chi is just there's like the Che Guevara, but it's Chi-Chi. Look at all these lovely plants. Ugh, I just want to be here. I don't actually like growing plants that much. I just love being surrounded by plants. There were multiple. I didn't tell you guys. I went on holiday while I was off. We went on a 3-day holiday. It was really nice. I'll tell you more about it later. But there were a lot of shops and restaurants that we went past that had like the entire front was like covered with greenery. Some of them were real, some of them were fake. And I was just like, I just want that. I just want to live there. I just want to have a house that's covered in like ivy and flowers and stuff. I think it would be so nice. Anyway. Armanava, are you holding up okay in here? Sorry. Every time. So far, so good, Chief. The plants don't seem to be all that damaged. That's the most important thing. Good. How come you're visiting the farm? Just checking in on everyone? Exactly. That's right. We can't tell them. I'm not allowed to tell them. And I'm being a good girl and not going against what the captain told me to do. All Chi-Chi wanted was more food in her bowl, but no. You said that there was still enough there. She could see the bottom of the bowl. The bottom of the bowl! Gotta shake it a bit. If it's dry food, you just have to shake it. Ivy looks pretty on buildings, but is really bad for the building. Aw, it's a shame. I do it in, like, I wouldn't necessarily actually have ivy. I think if I had my own house and I was doing that, I would find out about, like, what's the best way to do it. Like, I kind of want, hi DP, how you doing? I kind of want, if I ever get a garden, I want a moss garden or like a clover garden or something like that. Like, I don't want grass. I want to have like moss or something else because there's nice ways that you can have a whole garden covered in green, but without using grass. Look at your cute little, you have some really cute emotes. Whose are those? They're so adorable. Ah. I love that you can click on emotes and just find out who they belong to. My garden is an endless battle trying to keep the ivy from taking over. Grass is stupid. Exactly. Exactly. You tell him. Schools here had to pull the ivy down because it was breaking the walls. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Especially because I'm kind of lazy, so I probably wouldn't maintain it. And then it would definitely get out of hand. I'm listening to a lot of Polish streamers lately. I don't know what they're saying, but I got a gift sub somehow. I like people who do that with languages they're learning. Like just putting it on in the background and then just like having the noise of the language and like hearing how it's used conversationally, even if you don't know what they're saying. I don't think that's necessarily what you're doing. I just think it's cool. And it reminds me of when before I started streaming. This is not a surprise, not a secret. I've told the story before. But sorry, I feel really congested, even though I'm not. The way I talk. I started doing cooking streams because I started watching like mukbang streams back before they were like a huge thing over here. Like I just happened to come across one once, and so I started watching them on a Korean website. I don't speak a word of Korean, it was just nice to have in the background. And that's what kind of progressed into doing cooking streams. But yeah. So same idea. I had no idea what anyone was saying, but I liked listening to it. Yeah, let the ivy cook. That's right. I appreciate it. We're both fine, and so are the plants. Okay. Maybe I should show them the fertilizer. Hold on, what's through there? Doesn't appear that there's anything until my bunk. That can't be right. Oh, these must be other people's bunks. Okay. So there's nothing over here, so I need to talk to... Maybe I need to show them the fertilizer? Okay, what does my PDA say? Okay, maybe I just have to look for the fertilizer. Oh, no. It said it's the only place it could have come from. No, I think I'm supposed to show it to them. I'm gonna show it to this guy. Technically, I didn't tell him it wasn't for a case. I did tell that to her, though. As much as I and my wife watch the Food Network, we should be ready for competitive cooking tournaments for forever cold out on the street. Yeah, someone just comes up to you, brandishes a frying pan, and is like, cook! Get in there! Farmer Umberto, are you familiar with this substance? Of course I am. Use it almost daily. Does any of it ever leave the farm floor? I'm not allowed to take it away from here, Chief. Are there any measures in place to ensure this? It's just a rule, but I promise we never break it. Not even once, maybe years ago. Well, since I transferred here from the navigation room. So he's the guy that got swapped. Okay. Maybe I should show him the picture of the guy. Do you know what this is? Yes, of course. It's a fertilizer we use pretty frequently in here. Is it possible that a non-farmer got their hands on it somehow a long time ago? Well... I'm suspicious of her now. 100 dishes and win $1 million. Can it be the same thing 100 times? That would be so boring. Do I have to pay for the ingredients myself? Because then no. I mean, maybe I'd still make a profit. And I could also pick something really easy, so yeah, I'd still do it. Not allowed to give them out, and we keep a very strict inventory nowadays. Nowadays? My dad once told me that it wasn't always quite strict, but the chemicals were always meant to be used by farmers exclusively. Is it possible he gave some of them away here and there? I can't say for sure, but Rose begged him all the time, and he always turned her down as far as I know. Rose? Makes sense, she's obsessed with her plants. In any case, if my dad ever snuck out chemicals, it certainly ended a year ago, because that's when he died. Yes. That's so uncomfortable. Do I talk to... I go talk to Rose? Where would she be? I have... No, I've definitely seen her, but I can't remember what she looks like. Ah, she was the one who got arrested. Do you think she'll be at home? The janitor should probably be working. Chi-Chi, pet. Leave that. Sometime in the dark future, there'll be an impromptu cooking competitions, much like there were sudden dance and singing contests in high school. TV. Oh, yeah, yeah. But they'll do it with cooking. Okay. Do we have any other evidence from this case? Maybe I show him Asher? No, sorry, it's not Asher, it's Orlando. Orland. He's not Orlando. He's not a state. Hey, buddy. Father Umberto, I'm looking into this old case involving Navigator Orland. You talking about that really old one? The one that resulted in you trading places, yes. What's a surprise? Why are you telling me? Do you believe he's guilty of the crime he was convicted of? Chief, I really don't know why you believe I know the answer to this. I only know that he claims to be innocent to this day. Do you believe him? At least he's never lied about anything else to me. Okay, so that's good. As a character, I shouldn't have told him that. I was hoping I would just be like, do you know this guy? Do you know this man? Oh, sorry, Orlando's a city. You're right. I saw, as soon as I said that, I was like, Orlando's not a state, is it? And then I didn't say anything because I'm so bad at geography. Just ignore me. It's fine. Or maybe don't ignore me. And then I'll get a lot of comments about it. And I'll get boosted in the algorithm, whatever algorithm I'm on. The guy who's a navigator needed to be in a certain place or needed to hide. The farm could be a good place. Then Disney, Florida, of course. See, I was thinking of Orlando something. There's an Orlando something resort, right? Okay, I just figured I'd let you know. I certainly don't know everything. Yeah, I appreciate it. Orlando's an elven prince. I know, I do appreciate it, Raven. Thank you. And also, it's you, so I wasn't thinking you were saying it in like a sassy way or anything. Because I know, I don't think you would do that. Right, so Orlando plays one. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. I was confused, but of course, Orlando Bloom. Right, what does this say? He seems to trust Navigator Orland, who we traded places with after the trial. So, do we try and go and find Rose? Excuse me, do we try and go and find Rose and hope that she's in her house? I doubt she would be. Unless she's resting. So she lives in R2C, which we've been to before, actually, so it'll be on the map. There it is. Also, my average watch time on YouTube was like sitting at 26 minutes before. And now it's 12 seconds. So that's good. That's gonna do well. So we need to go right. So this is the first floor, then this is the second floor. That's where we need to be. Janitor Rose, are you home? This is Chief Security Stella. Yes, dear, come right in. My door's always open. Oh, how nice. At least I knocked. I didn't just go in. I definitely have access earlier. Hello, I need to ask you some questions. About this. Janitor Rose, do you know what this is? Oh yes, the object of my desires. I used to beg the farmers for a drop of this to help with my plants, but to no avail. So they never gave it to you? Do you think anyone else ever got their hands on it? Dear, I really don't know. Maybe they would have a different response if I were crew. I bought a bonsai from Earth and I watched it slowly wither away. Oh no, that's so sad. Over the first year of the mission. I'm sure the fertilizer would have helped, but the farmers wouldn't budge. Okay. That's good to know. Rose, no lie, looks like someone who lives in my area who's shady AF, so I'm gonna be sus of her, no matter how innocent she is. She's also been arrested. This poor woman, she got arrested earlier just because she was, it's the wrong place, wrong time, unless that was actually a ploy and she is the bad guy. But, right, so how did that help? They never budged on the... Okay, so she definitely didn't have the fertilizer. Are we just going to ignore the colleague? So it doesn't... I don't even know who the colleague is. Maybe I can go back and talk to Orlando some more. I'm really not fully sure where I'm supposed to be going next. Good lord, Nightbot. I clearly have Nightbot set. I have fixed the schedule of these timed messages in chat so many times, and then they still all come up at once. I don't know how I managed that. Oh, Chi-Chi! We found her again. Chi-Chi, stop. This one's on me. I definitely scared her away. I need to take a different approach next time. They don't. Who's transferred there either from navigation? It was that. It's that guy. Ubuntu, whatever his name is. Isn't that like a Linux thing or a coding thing? But yeah, no, we know who it is. It's this guy, Umberto. It's not Ubuntu. His name's Umberto. Nothing to do with coding. Ignore me. But yeah. Hey, that's what I was thinking of. Look at me. I totally know things, even though I've never used Linux in my life. I frequent enough nerdy places on the internet. All the chocolate powder in my mocha has gone to the bottom. Hold on, let me just do some stirring. My mom has this mug warmer to keep her tea warm while she's doing work. And I've thought about like electronic one, and I've thought about getting one, but I don't really care if my coffee goes cold. But it would be nice to have a constantly cold, warm cup of coffee. I don't know. You used to have a Linux comp. Ooh. I don't think I would ever. I mean, maybe one day if I had more than one computer, I might try it. But I would be probably too scared that I would break something. I know it's not that difficult. I know it's pretty easy, because people say all the time that it's actually really easy once you get the hang of it to set it up, but yeah, too scared. Yeah, we're going to the navigation room, so we gotta go this way. Is Louis still in the brig? Oh, he is, and nobody's told him anything. Look at this place, it's all broken. Stella, what the hell is going on? Louis, why did you throw me back in here? Louis, I had nothing to do with that decision. I got knocked out cold. I know, I was there. I'm glad you're back up on your feet. But I want to see what's going on out there. I want to help. You're the first person to come in here today. God, it's been a while. It's been a while since... it's been hours and no one's come to see him. Electronic coffee cups are really variable about whether they're worth the money. Well, my mum's one is actually pretty good, so I think I'd just be like, which one is that? Find the exact one and get it, because I've had it and it's worked. I mean, I've seen it and it's worked pretty well. It's weird. It's got like 3 settings. It's got, well, 2 settings. It's got off, hot, and then there's also a blue, like a blue light, but it doesn't seem to keep things cold or anything. I don't know if it's just on standby. I don't know what the blue light means. Neither of those desks here at home. I always let my coffee or tea go cold because I get distracted. Same. That's exactly why I want one. I don't really fuss. I've kind of always dealt with I just drink it cold. I don't really care if it's hot, but it would be nice because it would keep me warmer during streams. If I had one to keep it warm, but it's another socket or USB port that I have to use up. So I don't know. It's the only reason I haven't just immediately got one is because I'm like, it's more power. Like them warm at least. I'm going to a meeting now and mute the stream. Okay. Probably can't still see me. You're probably left by now, but okay. Don't know why I said it louder like that helps when you've muted me. Please let me out. I won't go against my sergeants on this. I know you were cooperating, but this whole ordeal is far from resolved. Fine. Can I at least get my rations? I'm starving. Of course. I'm sorry they're keeping you waiting. There's a lot going on. I'm putting a notice out right away. Have you heard from Xena? They told me she's okay. Good. Louis, I need you to stay put here. We're working out things as fast as possible. If you know anything that could speed up our investigation, now's the time to tell me. I told you everything. Do I show him a picture of his dad? Hello, welcome in. I'm gonna... I might be able to gauge stuff. My biological father, we don't talk much. What about him? Okay, no, I don't need to say anything else. They don't talk much because he's been told not to talk to you. That's why you don't talk much. Okay. Oh yeah, no, I was on my way somewhere. I just stopped by the bridge to see if he was still there. Isn't it confusing that there's the brig and the bridge? Like, navigation, that's top floor. Keep running past doors because I've got too much momentum. All right, you. Talk to me. Oh, I haven't seen it. I'm not really into... Wait, which Godzilla movie? Is that the newest one? It's like Godzilla Chapter 1 or something. I can't remember what it's called. I haven't seen any... I don't think I've seen a single Godzilla movie. I only know it's out because I have a friend who, like, does movie reviews and stuff and just mentioned that they were going to see it. I had Sergeant Aldrich send me the case file. Much appreciated, Chief. Okay, that's not helpful. Sure you recognize this substance? I do. Used to work with it every day, that part's true, but I sure as hell didn't use it to break in anyone's bunk. Maybe I should talk to Xena? She's not gonna remember stuff. Have you kept in touch with Farmer Nava at all? Can't say that I have, no. If you're looking into my case again, I want to say for the record that I don't think her old man framed me. But maybe the fertilizer slipped out under his watch. Oh, that's interesting. That's good to know. Wonder if that's like a, hey, if you can't figure things out, this is what's going on. Cyberpunk, the game? Or the genre? So, if I had a way of talking... I could go talk to Aldrich, I guess. Where would he be? He'd be on the bridge, probably, right? No, he's one of my sergeants. Is Aldrich one of my sergeants? To be fair, he's probably also not very happy that I'm above him. One of my advisors and a close confidant of my father. Sergeant, yeah, so he'll be in the sergeant's office. Again, I definitely could not run it on my current system. But I've heard good things. I have some friends who've played it. And I know since the new DLC came out that everyone's like really loving it. But yeah, there's no way my current computer could run it. It would shit itself, basically. I was trying to run there and it wasn't letting me. They did? Oh, okay. I will be watching that. Probably. Maybe tonight? I don't actually know. Right, you. I need information. No! Do you not know anything? Came all this way. I need to figure out stuff about her dad. I have no idea how I'm gonna do that. I need to figure out stuff about her dad. Maybe I talk to Mr. Linux about her? And he could be like, oh yeah, I worked with her dad before she joined, and he was a cool guy. Ah, it feels like I'm really clutching at straws at this point. So where is the farm? Okay, I need to go left. Mr. Linux, that's his name now. I don't care his name's actually Umberto. It's Ubuntu now. There must be something I'm missing. Maybe I can't do the rest of this case yet, and I have to... I have to follow up with the main case. Sorry, I got distracted there trying to figure out where I was. Right, you. Nava's a good kid. I feel sorry about her old man. No! That's all you've got for me! Oh, for God's sake. Okay, Right, okay, let's look at this logically. What does the case file say? Right, so... I'm gonna fix some stuff here. Up I go! I'm just fixing my camera really quick, because I've not cropped it properly. There. Cool. What do we do? What do I do, chat? I don't like being stuck. It's annoying. The game has said to me multiple times that if I'm stuck... Oh, what's this? Announcement. We hear your concerns and questions, all of which the captain will address personally in due time. Emotions are understandably running high at a time like this. However, our investigation into the incident is still ongoing and must ask for your patience. Okay, so that's what everybody can see on their PDAs. They have a hint system. So that's what I was about to say and then I distracted myself. The game has told me in like during the loading screens that if I'm stuck, to show people evidence and they might like give me a hint. That's why I've been showing people the evidence that I have. But it's kind of leading me to believe that I'm supposed to find out stuff about Dorian, but I don't have him on my people list. I also haven't spoken to these guys, but I'm assuming that they're there for the main case. I guess I could talk to them in the meantime. I'm gonna put myself to the other side of the screen. Hold on. Just so you can see the text up here. Do I do the main case for now? Okay, let's go back to the main case for now. Maybe I can't do anything else with this case yet. I think I'm stuck. So let's head to the, It's quicker if I do this. There's the museum. That's where we need to go. I think I'll stay on this side of the screen for now, just because, so quiet. Everything's so quiet. Because then, you can... Oh! We found Chi-Chi again. Okay, stay cool. Chi-Chi! Cause that's terrifying. Huh? Chi-Chi! Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, that was probably creepy. Yes, it was, Stella. Alright, we need to go to the Earth Museum and ask everybody what's going on. That's what's happening up here. Oh, the infographic. Story and Baptiste. Chief, how are you holding up? Terrible. I'm sifting through the wreckage of the irreparable Earth artifacts here. Oh no. That's such a shame. Sorry, but I need to ask you a few questions. Ask away. What did Ocean and Devon do today? I didn't pay close attention. They arrived a little later than me and they left the break room at some point. I suppose they spent most of their day in the activities room since I didn't see them here. Did you see someone put something into the recycler in the break room? No. Thank you. What did you do today? I arrived at 10:45 like I do every day. Okay, so they arrived later. So after 10:45, so probably like 11, but... I went for a quick coffee in the break room and returned here to continue salvaging the exhibits. Do you remember when you went to the break room? No, I'm afraid not. I was back here by the time that Devon arrived. We all have to use the entrance over there because the door in the activities room entrance is broken. Thank you. Okay. Let's go see what their stories are. See if they all line up. And if they don't... Oh, it's a dinosaur! Oh no, that's such a shame. That is interesting though. That they were like... We're sending all of these people away on a mission. Again, going back to my conversation earlier about making sure that they have everything that they need. They've included, like, historical stuff, like artifacts and dinosaurs. It's quite interesting. It makes sense, you know, you gotta include culture when you're making a civilization. You can't just have it be just the necessities. Like, culture is a necessity. Why we need the arts, you know. That's why I have a job with you guys. Technically, I am the arts. Okay, I guess that's good that I know where it is in the room. Okay, I'm just checking there wasn't anything on that screen I could look at. Stella, hi. Hey, Ocean. How are you doing? Excuse me, I can't stop burping. Had better days for sure, but I guess I shouldn't complain. Still in much better shape than this whole place. And you? I think many of us are waiting for a statement of the crew. We still don't know exactly what happened. We're still trying to figure that out. I hope we'll have some answers soon. I see. So, what are you doing here? I'd like to ask you a few questions. Sure. What did Devon and Baptiste do today? Baptiste spent most of his time in the museum, I think. Dad was in the break room with me and then joined me here. Did you see anyone put something in the recycler? No. I'd like to ask you... Oh, that's the same thing. What did you do today? I arrived here sometime before 11 and I joined Dad in the break room for a coffee. Then I came to the activities room to help take inventory. Did you leave this room again at any point? No, I stayed here the whole time. Through which door did you enter the building today? The entrance to the activities room is busted, so we all came in through the museum hall. Okay. That seems to line up. Now I gotta find... There he is. Caretaker Devon. Chief, good to see you. How you holding up? The incident was a disaster for the museum, to be honest. Many exhibits have been destroyed. We can't exactly manufacture replacements for artifacts from Earth. Can I ask you a few questions? Anytime. What did Ocean and Baptiste do today? Baptiste was already here when I arrived. Ocean joined me in the break room while I was having a coffee. She went to the activities room before me, and I followed her soon after. Did you leave the activities room again? No, I stayed here the whole time. And Ocean? I was talking to Tonio, so I didn't pay attention. Did you see anyone put something in the recycler? No. Can I ask you a few questions? Oh no, I didn't mean to say that's all. I've got a question. What did you do today? I arrived sometime before 11, and I had coffee in the break room shortly after. Ocean joined me in the break room a few minutes later. What's this doing here? A few minutes later. Then I went to the activities room. We're still assessing the damage in here. The only thing we can really hope to repair here is the door over there. Engineer Tonio is already working on it from the other side. Good day, Chief! This guy's just been here the whole time. Come around outside if you want to have a chat. Engineer Tonio, so it's safe to assume that no one has used that door today. We all came in through the museum. When did Tonio get here? I don't remember the exact time, to be honest, but he actually wasn't in here at all. Got straight to work on the door from the other side. Okay, this is all very good information. However, I need to get to the other side of this door. So it's quicker if I just fast travel. Do you think if I fast travel, I'd just, like, disappear? Here he is. Hey, Chief. Engineer Tonio, good to see you in good health. Engineers were largely okay, probably because most of us were wearing helmets during the incident. That's good to hear. We really need you to keep the ship together right now. Indeed you do. Listen, when did Devon arrive? Magical transport. I just disappear. Which I feel like people would be used to it by now, so it's not weird. Also, I'm just fiddling with this thing. This shirt is great. Hold on. Let me just show you. This shirt is great for a little collar pin set because it has buttonholes, so I don't even need to like pierce the fabric. I can just put the pins through it. I want more of these, but all the ones I've been able to find are coming from America and have like stupid high shipping prices. So I need to find some small artists who make collar pins that I like. That's the other thing. Because I've seen like butterfly ones, so it's like one wing on each side and they're so cute. Hi Shogun! Hello, it's good to see you. But yeah, so I need to find some that I like. Anyway, wait, do you remember when exactly Devon joined you here? Actually, he was already standing right there when I arrived. When did you arrive? When did you arrive here to fix the door? I can tell you precisely, let me check my records. I came here at 11:15. Okay. I think that's everyone we can talk to. So let's have a look at our... oh, this is interesting. This wasn't in my evidence. Even though I knew about this, this wasn't in my evidence till I got here. Oh, because I looked at the recycler. Right. Yeah, send me collar pins. Based in the UK, preferably. Or at least Europe, because that's usually less expensive than coming from America, which is where most of them are. Need to find a local silversmith to make something. I don't need anything that fancy. I just want some pins. Like, this is a... Like, these aren't enamel. These are, like, clay. And I always get really nervous when I have clay pins that I'm going to break them. Because they're not as hard. Like, they're not as sturdy. But yeah, they're cute. I could buy them here and mail them. That's true, you could do that. But I wouldn't ask you to, because then you're just doing the shipping and you're going to have to pay the shipping costs. Right, so... none of them saw anyone put anything into the recycler. Okay, we need to make notes about times now. Okay, so Devon arrived somewhere before 11. He said, so wait, he said 10:45. He gave me an exact time. I'm sure he did. Ah, there's no time. Why would this not have a specific time? Oh, you can't see the game. Sorry. You can't see the... Why would this not have a specific time on it? When in the past it has done. Oh, can I go down to the recycling center? I've done that before. Maybe if you go to the recycling center, they will have this specific time for me. That's good. We can do that. Wolf, dragon, tiger pin options. Cute. However, it's a stolen art. That's the problem. I have been gifted a few pins. I'm not going to say who, but some people have gifted me pins before, and it's quite clearly like stolen art. That, because you know how you can tell a lot of the time with the quality of pins if it's they've taken it off an online image and then made it themselves rather than using like they've tried to recreate someone else's pin and you can just tell. So I'm always very cautious of taking stuff, buying stuff directly from artists. I'm getting the hang of it. I know where the recycling center is, at least. Let's go check on Isaac. I've already talked to him. Oh, wait, Isaac, he could barely speak to me last time. He was like, it's too loud in here. I don't know what you're saying. So maybe I won't be able to get info from him. Yes. No. No, it's the same as before. It's not new info. Damn it. Huh? Sorry, I don't know. Damn it. I was hoping it would have new info from today, but it's just the stuff I already collected. Ah, that's so annoying. Actually, it's not the same day though, is it? No, because it's the same amounts as before, so it's not. Poopity poop. I was so sure I had an idea there. Okay. Oh, wait, I can check who said 10:45. Someone said 10:45 to me. I was sure it was him. No, was it him? Baptiste came here at 10:45. Okay. Okay, so Baptiste arrived at 10:45. In Discord, regardless, does look like Chinese stat as I want for someone to describe the contents of a high street gift shop. Wow. Sorry, I just got a message. Okay, sorry. Someone was asking about allergies. I DM'd you. Look, oh, everyone's sending me messages. I love this. My phone is very low on power, so it might die while I'm looking at stuff right now. I had a friend asking about allergies, so I was like, oh, I should probably talk about Joe's allergies while I still remember to do this. It's loading. It's taking a second. Aha. Ooh. I've got a few pin maker like people listed. I just haven't seen any color pins on their sites. So obviously it's a bit harder to make them. Ooh, that's some cool. Oh wait, I think I've got them saved. Ah, great minds think alike. I got some pins at PAX, 2 corgi ones for a cozy corgi game. Yes, the one you were talking. I think you were talking about that before. Right. So anyway, back to the game. Sorry, got distracted there. So Baptiste arrived at 10:45, and he went for a quick coffee in the break room. So he was in the break room alone. Before Devon arrived. Thank you guys. Yeah, keep sending me things. If you find them. That's totally cool. Going to production time for Bibliophile 3, so her shop will shut down soon. Oh no! We better get in there. What maybe I'll do is I'll have a look at my, like, small shops list that I have. See if I can find those that make pins. See if any of them have got collar pins. The problem is it's a very specific product, and most people who make pins don't make collar pins as well. I don't even know if they're called that. Like, I think they are. That's what they're called. But like I said, there were butterfly ones that I really wanted, but it was like double the cost of the pin in shipping. So I was like, no. Unless I was getting a lot of them. Collar pins. Yes. We love Frog. Nope, it's totally fine. It was acceptable. It was for a good reason. So he was alone. And they all have to use the door from the museum. So the door on the left to get in. So nobody would have gone through. So Devon didn't come through the activities room is the point. So he was in there alone, and then everybody else was in there with someone else, I think. No, okay, so he was alone. Bill Devon. So he could have done it. If nobody is lying. If nobody is lying, then arrived sometime for 11 and had... Right. So he was also alone. They didn't... Wait, somebody said something that... Right, so it's not Ocean. Enjoy your luck. It's not Ocean because, again, if nobody's lying, she went back into the main room. No, she went to the activities room before he did. Oh, wait, no, the activities room... Hold on, the recycler's in the... break... No, it is in the break room. Okay. Good. I thought I got that wrong. Right, so... Basically, we're looking for who was alone in the break room. And everybody said that they didn't see anybody put paper in the recycler, which means whoever it was, if it was one of the three of them, has lied to me. Because if it was not a suspicious thing, they would have just said, oh yeah, I recycled some paper. Because they know... unless it was somebody else, but nobody else has access. So it could have been Baptiste or Defrin who did the paper. No, wait, I'm in the recycling room. I thought it was back at the activities room. I got that wrong. We need to go to the Earth Museum. Might have a break in a wee bit and get myself some more of my bean salad. I'm getting a bit peckish. It wasn't super filling, but I didn't have that much. Right, I need to show them about the paper, I think. Nothing to say about this right now. Do you have anything to say about... No, okay. Let's go talk to the others. I bet they'll all say I don't have anything to say right now. This is the break room. Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of stuck on that for now. So, Devon arrived about 10:50. I don't have the time for the paper. Do I have the time for the paper? Ah! 11:13! It had to be Devon. There we go. I do have the time for the paper. So... Because... Wait, hold on. Maybe it was Ocean. Again. Okay. Is there any way I can find the logs for who went through the doors at certain times? I don't think I can I? Because I'm thinking, if nobody is lying, other than the things about putting paper in the recycler, it has to be Devon. Because he arrived before 11, and then Ocean came in, and then she went to the activities room before him. Which he does say here. She went to the activities room before me, and I followed her soon after. And then by 11:15, he's by the door. But then she could have gone to the activities room and then gone back to the break room. It could be either of them, and I don't know which one it is. Okay, I think I'm going to take a quick break and mull this over, but it could be either of them, and I don't know how I can narrow it down. Let's read the case file again. Go to the museum and talk to everybody there to recreate a timeline. Batiste arrived at 10:45. He had coffee in the break room and returned to the exhibit space before Devon arrived. Dorsey activities. Recycler is in the break room. Only the staff of the Earth Museum and the activities room can access. Ocean arrived sometime before 11. She had coffee in the break room and then went to the activities room. Devon also arrived sometime before 11. They had coffee in the break room, and then he went to the activities room after her. At one point, he started talking to Engineer Tonio, who's fixing the activities room. According to Tonio, Devon was already waiting on the other side of the broken door when he arrived at 11:15 on the dot. Could have been either of them. Because knowing the layout of it, depending on which of the activity rooms they were in, it also could have been the other guy, because he could have come back and been lying about it. In fact, it could have been any of them. How am I supposed to narrow it down? Could have been any of the three of them. Is there a way for me to, like, get the door logs? Okay, I am going to go for my break now, but I will see you guys in a wee bit. I'm just going to go get myself some food. I think I'll do maybe 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Yeah, we'll do 10 minutes. And I shall return, and we will solve this. And we might have to use a hidden coin, but we'll see. Okay, be back in just a bit. But we're back with between... Oh, I'm on the wrong side for the let's just... Hold on. Whoop. Welcome back to Between Horizons. We're, actually in the middle of a stream, but I had closed it so that I could run something while I was gone on my break. And, yeah. So, currently, I'll explain what's going on in a second, once we've loaded in, because I can show you the evidence and stuff. So, here's my problem. I need to find out who put the paper in the recycler, right? Which sounds like such a mundane thing, but we need to figure that out because it basically tells us who's guilty of something, right? It was the cat. The cat did it. It was the dog. There isn't even a dog. And my problem is I have two people who had, assuming everybody is telling me the truth, except for the thing about the recycler, but in terms of where they were when, I have two people who could have done it. I should recycle the paper, I'm not sorry. You should be. No, it's... you should be sorry. Good. Recycling is good, kids. Don't take this as a sign. Recycling is always good. It's so frustrating at my job because we go through so much paper, and for a long time I was like trying to get everyone to separate the paper so that we could recycle it, but we don't have like recycling bins. We have one recycling bin outside, but everyone just puts normal rubbish in it, so it doesn't even like get used. I have no way of recycling this stuff, and it's so frustrating, but I've just given up. Do the ultimate conspiracy theory move and blame the captain. Oh, hi, Sketchy. Are you okay? Earth Day just 10 days away, too. Oh. I actually got gifted a game that we could play for Earth Day. I didn't realize it was Earth Day soon. No, Sketchy. I'm so sorry. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. Oh, yeah, because Beth was saying... that she was ill. She has been ill. Is that actually Earth Day? 420? Good lord, how... Yeah. I was like going in my head, I was like, 10 days isn't that far away. And then you said 20, and I was like, that's like almost the end of the month. That's not nearly a... But yeah, it's already the 10th. Which was the day my books were due back, so I'm glad I renewed them. You don't need to know that. I just realized yesterday that I had to renew my books before this morning, otherwise I would have been screwed from the library. Terrible. How dare she? But I only just started a new job. Thankfully, my employer seems to be quite understanding. That's good. That's good. It could have been worse. Also, I don't know if you can tell. I only just noticed, because I'd forgotten I did it. The chat down there looks like it's on paper. Like if you look at the texture of the bubbles, I gave it a filter so it looks like... I'll show you up close. See? I gave it like a filter so it looked like paper. It's actually the 22nd, I think, but most places are doing cleanups, etc. on the 20th, 'cause it's Saturday. And of course, I work Saturdays, so I can't do anything. Wait, so if the... Oh, that means it's some Earth Day's on a Monday, which means I won't be streaming for it. I'll do it on the Tuesday, maybe. Because Luco gifted me a game that would work for Thursday. Anyway, if you've just joined us, here's what's happening. Basically, there is a dissident faction aboard this spaceship, and our only clue right now is that they've been using paper to communicate, because paper isn't tracked by the head honchos, because everyone else uses digital stuff. So because paper isn't tracked, we're trying to follow the literal paper trail to who recycled a whole bunch of paper at a certain time. And I don't know who it is, because there are 3 people it could have been. In general, 3 people who had access to the room that it happened. Story and Baptiste, caretakers Devon and Ocean. Her name could be Ocean, but I'm just calling her Ocean. Say it's a paper chase. Oh my god. Boo. At 11:13 this morning was when the paper was recycled, okay? Baptiste arrived at 10:45 and went to the break room. That's where the recycling machine is. And returned to the exhibit space before Devon arrived. Easily could have done it, right? Without anyone knowing. However, arrived before Devon, and Devon arrived before 11. So didn't do it, because Devon... They never went back to the break room, okay? So, we can rule Baptiste out. Ocean arrived sometime before 11. She had coffee in the break room and then went to the activities room. Devon arrived at the Earth sometime before 11. And according to Devon, he arrived before she did, and then she stayed in the break room when he went off to the activities room. So he had time to do it before she arrived, except we know when it was recycled. And then she had time to do it after he left. I think it was Ocean. Now I'm thinking about it, because it would have only given... oh my goodness. Devon, oh my gosh, my voice, help. There we go. It only would have given Devon 2 minutes to get back to the activity room from the break room, and he would have had to go past Ocean. So I think it's Ocean. She was in after him. Yeah, so I'll show you what I mean. It says here, she went to the activity rooms. Oh no, she went to the activity rooms before me, and I followed her soon after. And I stayed here the whole time. Oh no, that's stomping on my theory. Dad was in the break room with me, and then joined me here. So it was Devon, because he was the only one alone? Oh, this was the problem I was having before I went on my break. Because Devon was in the break room alone, but he had to be back within 2 minutes for the guy coming to fix the door. A paper isn't tracked until they learn to make tracking chips so small they can be put in between the strands of cellulose that make the paper. I actually... Is there not a thing... I heard something about how they use yellow ink to, like, print on the paper so you can know what printer you printed it. Microdots, that's it. I've heard about that. I don't know how conspiracy theorist that is and how real that is, but I had heard that. So it could have been either of them, because they both say that they stayed in the activity room the whole time. So one of them could be lying. Because Ocean went through first. It's real, but on serious business printers and high security industries. Oh, okay. To get my tinfoil hat on. Go for it. Go for it. A standard bit print design for donkey's ears now. I thought it, like... I heard it from a fairly trusted source, but I was like, I don't know if that's, like, confirmed or if that's just theorized that that's what they do. My printer that I use, I have had since I started uni, so I've had that thing for like 11 years now. And yeah, ink is super expensive, but it's been my trusted printer for that whole time. And hopefully it's got some more years in it. Because I used to know people in uni who would buy a new printer because it was cheaper than buying ink when they needed to get new ink. And I would just be like, that's so wasteful. So good old printer. It's had its issues, but it's fine. Anyway, why are we talking about printers? Oh yeah, we're talking about the ink stuff. I need help. What do you guys think? I need advice, chat, with this game. I think it's maybe supposed to be Devon. I don't buy ink in bulk because it dries up and dies. I do now have 2 backup cartridges. There was a whole thing where I bought a cartridge online from a supplier that I've bought from before, and it just wouldn't work. Not because it was dried up, but it like wouldn't print. Something was wrong with like the little bit where the ink comes out, and I couldn't fix it. And they were like, oh, we'll send you a replacement. And in the meantime, I'd bought from another website that I also used before because I was like, I need to get ink sooner and that'll arrive quicker. And then it still didn't arrive in time, so Joe went out to the shops and bought some ink. So now I have 2 cartridges just waiting to be used, and I just really hope they don't dry up. They shouldn't dry up, but... Oh, and there's those printers where you buy bottles of ink and, like, fill them up. And I think those are so cool, but I don't think I would ever get one because it would be quite... They're quite big. Microdots were developed in the 1980s but didn't become public knowledge until 2004. Wow, okay. So mine definitely prints with them. I was gonna be like, if it's more recently, then mine probably doesn't print with them, but yeah. So speaking about the game, Devon was on his own in the break room. So it's probably meant to be him. But he would have only had 2 minutes. He could get there in 2 minutes. Like, it's not that far away. Am I in the right place? I am. So, hold on. So, this is where the recycler is, okay? 11:13, I'm putting paper in here. Then I come to join Ocean. So she sees me walk through. By the time I get here, it's 11:15. That feels right. That actually feels like that could be right. Because the only other thing could be if Ocean's lying and she left after she's having coffee down here with her dad, and then she's like, okay, I'm gonna go work. She goes up and she does her work, and then he comes through and he does his work, and then she goes back down. Yeah, Sketchy, it is that game. Yeah, this is the full version. That's happened, by the way. That's the, like, prologue, basically. So that could definitely have happened. But I think it's more likely that he just did it before he went through. Oh, I don't know. It feels like it's 50-50. It could be either. And I don't want to get the wrong person arrested, because they'll probably, like... If I pick the wrong person, not only is one person going to suffer who doesn't need to, but the other person's going to get away with it, and then they'll get to, like, do more stuff. And they'll probably know we're on to them. I'm pretty sure I showed them this, and they were like, I can't help you. Yeah. Who do I pick? Who do I pick? Who do I think is guilty? Cat, help. I think it's probably Devon. Already looked at that. There's nothing else I can take from that. Just want to know if there's a way I can check the door logs. But probably not, otherwise it would be really... Aha! There is. Following time. The door was used at the following times: 10:48, 10:52, 10:56, 10:58. Oh dear, I hope everything's okay with the cat. Okay, I'm gonna write these down. Okay, so I think... I don't know if this helps me, to be honest, but there might be one on the other door. So 10:48 would be Baptiste going to the break room. And then 10:52 would be him coming back. Then 10:56 would be Devon going in. And then 10:58 would be Ocean going in. Right? Got a bat, then dropped it. Oh, Jesus. Oh no, that's not good. And I'm assuming the bat was alive. Let's move this microphone a bit so I can get to my keyboard better. Okay. Let's see if there's a one on the other door that I maybe missed. Because that would be very helpful. There it is. Ah-ha-ha! I said earlier that this would be helpful. Okay. And then the other door was used at 11:04. 11:08. So this is the room, this is the door to the activities room. 11:11 and 11:18. Okay, so 11:04 would have been Ocean going in. 11:08 would be Devon going in, right? Oh no. That's not good. I hope everything's okay. 11:04 was Ocean going in. 11:08 was Devon going in. That should be it. There shouldn't be any other activity. That should, if everyone's told me the truth, it should stop there, because it doesn't count for me. I don't activate it. Oh, she joined me in the break room. She went to the activities, and I followed soon after. And I stayed here the whole time. Both of them have said that. I stayed here the whole time. But Devon would have had to go past Ocean. Ocean joined me in the break room. So that's that one. 10:58. Then they go. She goes off to have work. He goes off to work. And one of them is lying. Okay. Do I confront them? I think I might show them the records. I notice these scanners by the door leading into the museum break room. Would you mind explaining to me how they work? They make sure the door is only open for museum workers. I'm afraid I can't explain technical details to you. You swipe a card, or... No, we just have to carry it with us. The scanner is proximity-based. And its records are reliable? Records? I didn't know the door was tracking us, to be honest. I'm gonna go ask him the same thing. Okay. Holding an 8-kilogram cat over his head so he can catch the bat. Oh my god. Gotta have a lot of upper body strength as a cat. As a cat parent. So one of them then went back. And didn't come back until 11:18, which means it had to be Ocean. So I love that I found this. I'm so happy I found this. So they left at 11. They went back through at 11:11 into the break room, right? And they didn't come back through again until after the guy fixing the door arrived. And the guy fixing the door said that Devon was there when he got there. So, therefore, ipso facto, it has to be Ocean. Because Devon didn't leave. He stayed by the door. So it has to have been Ocean. I didn't want it to be Ocean. I like her. But okay. I hope I'm right. I have to be right. There's no other way it could work, right? That's definitely right. I'm gonna have a spoon of seeds. I'm so facto. Look at everyone. Casting a spell. Yeah. I did burn these seeds a little bit. Well, I could probably put some salt on them if I'm just having them, like, as a snack. Anyway, sorry. Are we in agreement? Does anyone have any contradictions? Does anyone want to use any objections? I think I've got it right, though. So here's how the time frame works. Baptiste arrives at work at 10:45. He goes into the break room at 10:48. He comes out of the break room at 10:52. He starts his work. He doesn't move again. At 10:56, Devon goes into the break room. At 10:58, Ocean comes into the break room. 11:04, Ocean goes off to the activity room. 11:08, Devon follows, and then there's 2 unaccounted for times. And it couldn't be Baptiste because the door he would have had to go through doesn't open again. So it wasn't him. It has to be Ocean. Has to be Ocean because Devon was spotted at the time it happened. So. Oh, here we go. Okay. Who put the paper in the recycler? I received your submission. Reviewing it now, your conclusion makes sense to me. You should confront Ocean. The situation is very volatile and we shouldn't waste any time bringing her to the brig. Copy that. Oh! Oh no, I hope I could finish the other case. I didn't think about this. Assistant Caretaker Ocean, I need to ask you to come with me. What? Why? We have some questions we'd rather ask in private. Are you arresting me? If you won't come with us voluntarily, yes. Sounds like you need to brush up on the word voluntarily. What's going on here? She's under arrest. I need to take Ocean in for questioning. Is this about the... Dad. Listen, Chief, I stole the paper, I swear. Did you now? For what purpose? I'm not telling you. It wasn't him. I took the paper for the recruitment letters. My stash was blown open in the accident and Dad saw it. I didn't tell him what the paper was for and he didn't press me on it, but he urged me to return it all, so that's what I did this morning. Recruitment? Let's go, Ocean. Follow me to the brig. Yeah, she knows what's going on, so it has to be her. I was correct! I'm so glad I found those logs. Didn't I say earlier, I was like, if only there was a way for me to find out who went through the door at what time? I just hadn't looked for it. J'accuse. You're gonna accuse my pet. Do I still have the other case? I do, thank God. Okay. So I've done that now. I've done everything I can do with that first case. So in order to get this second case solved, I'm gonna have to figure out stuff. What evidence have I got that it's marked as unseen? Oh, it's just like a dude. Oh. Where did this come from? Oh, maybe that's from the communication I just got sent. I haven't looked at yet. Okay, we won't look at this. Right. So I'm kind of done with that. What I need to do is I need to... I could follow through on that. I really need to figure out what I'm doing with this. So I have two cases currently. Case number one is... Well, it's not really a case, it's just everything. All my notes, my general notes. It is about the hacker who turned off the power. And I have some suspects, but some of them have said they have alibis. So I need to follow through on the alibis. However, I also have this other case, which is about the guy who was falsely accused. I don't know if he actually was falsely accused, but he says he was falsely accused. But I've kind of not got any leads on this other than Farmer Dorian, but he's dead. So I don't know how I would get any evidence about his stuff and what he did or didn't do. So this is a game where you have to figure out who's suspicious based on evidence and witness testimonies, and it takes place on a space station. Clearly a copy of Among Us. I just shout sus at them. I saw them vent. You decided to join the resistance when you left her when she was sick. I did leave her when she was sick. Oh my God, I forgot I did that. Okay, how do I have Farmer Dorian in my list of people? Okay, so the farmers where are the farmers? Are you a farmer? Yeah, you're a farmer. So the farmers wear red collars. I don't seem to have any other red collar people except for the two farmers I spoke to. I want to solve the crime about the... Maybe I just don't get any evidence for that yet. Maybe I have to do that later. Okay, so I need to focus on talking to Farid and Yaha. Who is Farid? Do I know Farid? I know Yaha, she's a doctor. Ah! Yaha, hello. He's an enforcer. Do you think he'll be at the security office, or do you think he'll be at his house? Well, what's this note for? We brought the girl to the brig. I'll have a chat with her shortly. Expect results soon. I beg of you, please go easy on my daughter. I'm sure this is a big misunderstanding. She returned all the paper like I told her to. Shouldn't be working together at a time like this. Oh, I'm sorry, Devrin. I want to be nice to her, but it's also my job. Okay. Can we find... Can we go to the residential area and see if we can find him? Go to the bar. So this is the right side. He live in the middle bit? Okay, I can't go there yet. It must be the upper floor. I've only been to the right side and the left side, but his residential area room number started with an M, so I'm assuming that stands for middle. It's the right side. I can't see any numbers on those doors, though. Okay. No, okay. Right. I don't think I can get to those then. Maybe that's not how I'm supposed to meet him? Well, I'll go to the doctor then, because she, at least, I know where she'll be. I think that's going to take me to the same station I'm already at. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. I need to find Yaha. Ah! I found Chi-Chi again! What the? Chi-Chi, what the hell is your problem? Got angry again, my bad. Just desperately trying to catch my cat. You, Yaha. No, you're Dustina. I spoke to you already. No! Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. You're the guy who works in one of the power nodes. Is she wandering around? Or no, she's not wandering around. She'll be in one of the rooms. She the one with the guy who didn't have an eye? No, that's just a random unnamed doctor. Oh, nobody in here. Ah, here we go. Okay. Oh, Yaha, I have a quick question for you. What is it, Chief? Where were you at the exact moment the power outage occurred? I was at the bar in the residential area. Who were you with? I was talking to Farad and Joseph. Why'd you ask? Just trying to gather some facts about the incident. Thank you. Great. Okay, so that's been confirmed. And I talked to Eric and Asher. I know where Asher lives. Was it pinged with his house at one point before I got to him? Before I got to this part of the story. Yeah, it's an interesting name. I know, I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Chi-Chi can see the bottom of her food bowl. People love resistance. You tell him. You tell him, Mox. Okay. What are you having for dinner? Oh, you can't tell me you're going to lurk. Never mind. Oh. Just go right on in. Don't bother knocking. Hey, buddy. Can I ask you some questions? Oh, Chief. What are you doing here? Just checking in. Just checking in on people since the incident. I've told several people this. I feel a bit cheeky lying. How you doing? I'm very tired. I was just about to go to bed. Had a pretty exhausting shift, I imagine. Very much so, but that's not it. I'm sick, Chief. I've been having to take it slow for a while. Sorry to hear that. Can I ask what the diagnosis is? There isn't really a name for it, because it was never a thing back on Earth. The docs have... Oh, that's the thing that the kid had that I was speaking to. Elliot, I think his name was? Intercellular dystrophy. And people are hypersensitive to the living conditions out here. Seems to be genetic. You know, cosmic radiation, electromagnetic fields, recycled air, artificial gravity. It all works together to make you weak and tired and eventually kill you one way or another. You have pizza at work? Oh, I'm so jealous. I had pizza last night, but just like a you know, chuck it in the oven kind of pizza, and it was just so bland. It was so it was awful. It was just like the cheese didn't even taste like cheese. It was just something on the top, I guess. It's like, yum. Only way to find out it affects you is to try living in space. I was unlucky. Eric's kids seem to have the same problem. Such a shame to be so sick at that age. It's generic. It's generic. It's genetic. That's interesting. Ew. I want pizza. It's cold by the time I get in, but it will be food. It will be food still. And also cold pizzas. I actually prefer cold pizza. Depending on what's on it. Depending on the toppings and the type of pizza. But I do prefer cold pizza most of the time. It's, I actually don't know what I'm having for dinner tonight. I'll probably just have leftovers. I've got leftover soup and leftover, like, breaded tofu katsu stuff I can have. Because after I do a stream, I'm so hungry at the time stream. Like, I'm usually really, really hungry when stream ends because it's dinner time. And I say this like I've done 50 streams in the last, 4 months. When I finish at 6, I'm always really hungry. So I just, hi Beth, I hope you're doing okay. And I will just have to eat something. So I was like, if I get this pizza, then I can just bung it in the oven, and in like 10 minutes it'll be done, and I can just eat, and I don't have to stand in the kitchen and make food for ages because I'm way too tired. So I think I'll probably just have leftovers. No, I'm definitely gonna have leftovers, but what I have is up to me. Genetically generic. It's not generic, it doesn't even have a name. I heard about it. I never knew the two of you had the same affliction. Do you mind if I ask you something? Go ahead. You're one of the 2 engineers who have access to the navigation room, correct? Correct. Were you there around the time of the power outage? No, I was resting here in my bunk. Like I said, I've been taking it slow. Was anyone here with you? No, I was alone all day. Have you been to the navigation room since the incident? Yeah, I headed there a while after the lights came back on. I helped with getting back into the system for as long as I could, but I got too tired after a while. Get some rest. Thank you. Get some rest. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Chief. What's my age? Hester claims he was home all for arrival day. Nobody can corroborate his alibi for around the time of the hack. I need to go find Eric. I don't think I have any evidence that I can ask. Maybe I could show him a picture of Eric and see what he says. Ah, perfect. That's what I needed to know. It's a new Froggo squish. If she means a squishmallow, I don't actually like the squishmallow frogs. But if it's just a generic other frog, then no, I didn't know. I got leftover salad from last night. Oh, lovely. What kind of salad? I finished my bean salad, so I no longer have that. I'll probably just, if I can be bothered cooking, I'll probably make some like egg fried rice, because I've got lots of rice and eggs, and I have lots of bits and pieces of vegetables, so I could just like bung it all together. Do you know where I could find engineer Eric, or Eric? I'm gonna do that every time. Or navigator Noelia. Noelia, lovely name. They helped us out in the navigation room for a while earlier, until we ran into a problem with access rights that could be able to be fixed down in the server room. So now they're in the server room in Inner Hull A. I think so, yeah. Okay. Good to know. That means I didn't have to go hunting for them. Oh, okay. I do not like... I will reserve judgment. Okay, let's see. Inner Hull A. That's here, I think. Oh, wait. Wait, I can look here on the wheel. Inner Hull A. Yeah, that is there. I was right. That's why it says Paranode A. Could you imagine if Paranode A was in Inner Hull D? That would be so confusing. Some lettuce mix, cucumber, radish, and carrot. I have radish. I had radish in my bean salad, and I only had them in the fridge because I made something, a tofu dish that I saw on TikTok, and I needed radishes for it, and I had way too many. I've never had radishes before in my life, and now they've come up again. I'm very intrigued. All this radish talk. Okay, so I need to go to the lift over here. I wish the fast travel actually just took me door to door. Oh, that's not a lift, that's the brig. Wait, I can't go in the brig? Why can't I go in the brig? I know that, like, is it the French that have just, like, radish and butter as, like, a snack? Because I was thinking about maybe having that, because I just need to eat them up. I don't have many dishes that use radishes, so, in my repertoire. Server room. Hold on. Server room. I think that's what they said. Wait. Server room. That is what they said. So that'll be probably this one. Oh, Oh, it's gonna put me back. I didn't need to click fast travel. God damn it. I was right by the door. This vegetable's pretty rad. Don't know if I go that far, man. It's more rad-ish. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out. My foot's gone to sleep. I'm having another coffee. I don't normally drink 2 coffees. This is not gonna go well for me. Let's see what's going on in here. Engineer Ferret, what's the status down here? Actually, we got through the power outage more or less unscathed here in the network area. Took a while for everything to boot back up, but it seems operational. Oh! Hello! Welcome! Hello! Quick, go back to my face. Hi! I didn't think that alert was going to disappear. And thank you so much for the follow! Hello! What were you doing today? What were you up to? Welcome in, folks. We're in the middle of playing a very tense game. I'll put some music on now. Oh yeah, I forgot we were listening to this. I am back! I'm back, baby! I'm streaming again. Welcome in, everybody. It's lovely to see you. I haven't... No, I'm gonna turn that off. It's too much going on. Too much audio. Overstimulation. I don't have a raid video anymore. Otherwise I'd be like, look at my raid video. Hello, if you've not been here before, I'll introduce myself. My name is Lara, or PurpleCoffins, and I like to play video games. And that's why you're here. But it's lovely to see you. What were you up to? I'm gonna get back to the game, because I'm in the middle of a conversation with Ferret, and I keep reading that as Freud. Making cookies and playing Gartic. I'm gonna run and raid. Gotta catch the post office. Go! I totally understand. Zoom. You don't have long. But thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it so much, and I will probably speak to you later. And if you've come off that raid and you'd like to stick around, I'll give you a quick rundown of what's happening in this game. This game is called Between Horizons. It's kind of a detective-y game. We are on a spaceship that we will be on for the rest of our lives, because in 100 years we are reaching a new planet and everyone's walking around and, you know, living and doing their jobs. But currently we are working on a case about a power outage. The ship turned off for a few seconds. Thank you very much for that follow. And obviously the gravity turned off and everything went a bit wrong. And as you can see, maybe not, it's not too bad down here, but there's a lot of damage and stuff. So we're basically going to figure out who was responsible for turning off the power and why. Though we know why now, but we're figuring out who. So we're going around talking to people, using our evidence to, you know, get them to confess things, that kind of stuff. And it's really fun. I've been enjoying it so far. This is Ferret. I've just come to meet him and talk to him about stuff. I need to ask him about an alibi. Somebody said that they were talking to him when the power went out. Presumably he will agree, but we'll see. Seems like Arjun and Taijin got hurt though. I heard, I'm sorry. Yeah, I spoke to them. I went upstairs and talked to them. I didn't just hear. I have a question for you, if I may. What were you doing when the power outage occurred? I was in the residential area, Chief, celebrating Arrival Day. Do you remember who you were with? I was chatting with Navigator Joseph and Dr. Yaha. We'd been there for a while before the lights went out. Thank you. Okay, perfect. That is the same alibi that I got from the other two. So everybody's confirmed that. So basically, Farid, Joseph, and Yaha are all fine. None of them could have done it. Basically Ace Attorney investigations. Yeah, it's basically Ace Attorney, but in space. And in the future. What are the other stuff we have to do? I need to go, yeah, I'm talking to the engineers, that's why I came down. I need to find Eric and Asher. No, just Eric, because I already found Asher. Here they are. Oh, it's Aaron. Hi, Aaron. I remember you from earlier. Programmer Aaron, everything all right down here? The network area sustained minimal damage from the outage, so that's good. But our colleagues in the power nodes were both brought to the hospital. I couldn't reach either of them. Seems they don't have access to their PDAs. I hope they'll recover soon. I can speak. I'm sure they will. Everyone seems to be really tight down here. We've all pulled each other out of various dangerous places by the legs by at some point. That's so good. AAI, Ace Attorney Investigations, specifically, is very close to this in that you're actually walking around and talking to suspects and gathering evidence to solve crimes before they even go to trial. Which, like, what platform is that one for? I'm trying to figure out if I can picture the... Because I've looked up a lot of Ace Attorney stuff for streaming and been trying to keep an eye on the new games and things like that. Also, if you're from the raid, I never said, I like to play puzzle games and detective games, and we like to solve things together. So feel free to join in and chat, unless you played the game before, in which case, don't just tell me how to do things. Thank you very much. And you can also feel free to lurk. Don't feel like you have to join in. You play as Edgeworth in that one. Oh, it's that one. Yeah. I know about that one. I knew about the Edgeworth one. I didn't know. I think I knew it was called Investigations, but honestly, you could have given me another title and I probably would have believed that as well. I see. That tends to bond people. Okay. So he's chill. But I think I maybe went to the wrong room. Yeah, okay, that's the one that's underwater. I'm sure it said they were down here. Maybe I had to show them a picture. Hey, do you know where Eric is? I have nothing to say about this right now. Okay, do you know where Noella is? No. Perfect. Okay, I'm in the right hull. You. Aaron. They don't have anything for me. Okay. Maybe I didn't go to the right part of the hull. Maybe I have to go in here. Ah, the server room. This is the server room. I just didn't have it marked on my map. Hello. Navigator Noelia. Engineer Eric. I don't see Eric. Is he there? Eric? I will do that every time. I'm sorry. I was on the wrong side of the screen. I've now realized. What are the two of you doing down here? Hey, Chief. Just trying to get to the bottom of a problem with the navigation. The system isn't letting us do the things we should be able to do. Why are you fixing it here? We hit a wall attempting to fix it up in the navigation room, so now we're trying something more fundamental down here. Quite complicated to explain, and it's a shot in the dark, to be honest. Well, fingers crossed. Oh, there he is. Okay. I need to show them something. What do I want to show them? You know where I can find Engineer Asher? He was working in the navigation room earlier, but he got really tired. He said he needed to go rest in his bunk for a little bit. I did know that. So what am I doing? Can I say maybe I can ask them about the navigation room? Okay. I don't know what to ask them about. I need to basically rule out if they should be suspects. I assign the suspects to Nolia, Orland, and Joseph as well as Eric and Asher. Please look around the navigation room and talk to everybody who has access to the room. Have I already looked around the room? I might have missed something. Okay, let's go back to the navigation room for now. I'm gonna see if I've missed something. There's a lot of back and forth. Really getting my steps in. Oh, it's the brig. I keep doing that. I keep thinking the brig is the lift. Oh no, only one of the fans is working. How are they gonna get their hot air now? Yeah, there doesn't appear to be anything. Oh, wait, there we go. What's that? A bag of painkillers is lying on the table. They're prescribed to Simon. What did they get here? Simon? Well, now I'm... Ooh. Found a box of painkillers on one of the tables. This is clearly what I was supposed to be doing. Okay, so I think... I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that I think it's this guy, because he's ill. He brought the painkillers. It could have been other people. It could have been other things, but that's my first guess. Okay, we need to go find Simon. Who the heck is Simon? Have I ever met him before? What color do the teachers wear? Is it the same as the... Oh, I love that the kids are just assistant and then their parents' job. They're a biologist. Maybe they wear green? Because the artist wears green, and I feel like that might be the closest job. What do you do? You're a teacher. They do wear green. Simon! Okay. L3A. It's always best to go to the residential area first. How many people? What's going on here? Oh, that sounds like resistance talk to me. We all know humans have destroyed their planet in a number of ways, which is why we set out to destroy a brand new one. Why are we saying their planet? You're also a human. One of these ways bringing climate catastrophe we've heard so much about. But how many of you have actually read through Earth's materials on its history? Not another drunken public history lesson. Well, I have read everything on the subject, including the stuff between the lines. One of the biggest lies ever told to the people of Earth was that each of them was personally responsible for protecting their planet. Alright, let him cook. Let him cook. I mean, what? This is technically true, just not in the way people were led to believe. Powers that be convinced everyone they had to adjust their personal lifestyles to protect the Earth's fragile ecosystem. But it was just a diversion from everyone's real responsibility. Holding the powers that be responsible as... Hey, he's got a point. I mean... Maybe this is our Earth Day game. No amount of individual action could put a dent in the problem. I'm on this guy's side. Pushing for systematic change was the only real way to avoid the crisis, but individual action offered people an out, the illusion of being part of the solution and not the problem. Not only did it provide them with a clean conscience, but also a reason to feel superior to their neighbor who didn't do as much. Divide and conquer, all part of the plan hatched by those in power. I don't think he has. Where's the lie? You know, those few who could actually affect change, if only they didn't profit way too much off the status quo. But I guess people on Earth at least got some voting rights along with all their supposed responsibilities. Thank you for this fascinating look into Earth's history, Mikio. Mikio? I couldn't say his name earlier. Now if you just get off that counter before you fall and get hurt, is that a threat, Chief? Of course not. Being concerned for your safety is quite literally my job. Sounds more like your job is quite literally to control me. Alright. Hold on, I just need to edit something real quick. I've just noticed something. Fine, do what you want. If you fall on your thick skull and end up wasting our medical resources, then what, Chief? I mean, I'm with the guy, to be fair. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I just had to fix something. There we go. Where is the lie? It does sound like resistance talk to me, but he's not wrong with that. Where am I going? What room am I going to again? I got distracted. Ah, Baptiste's son. Simon. I know it was on the left side. Left 3A. Okay. Oh, thanks, Sketchy. Sorry, I didn't see the chat until I'd already looked it up. Oh, he gets his own little house all on his own. Aha, there he is. Wait, what? What do you mean I can't talk to him? Teacher Simon, I need to ask you something. What is it, Chief? Do you ever take painkillers? Painkillers? No, not in years. So you don't know why your name is on this package? What? No, that must be a mistake. I haven't been to the hospital in forever. I assume that's where these came from. Have you ever been to the navigation room? No, never. Right, thank you. Oh dear, I've just had a thought. Do you remember when we were back in the hospital that we convinced one of the doctors to give someone medicine for their pet? That's the only, like, it's probably not that, but maybe they just put it under a random person's name. Because it wasn't Simon's pet, it was someone else. In fact, do I even have a record of that in my... Leona. It was Leona's pet. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the hospital anyway, because it's probably not. The door log's short I'm going in. I haven't got door logs for the navigation room. That's the thing, there doesn't appear to be a door log. Because that's why I went up there to check. Okay. Well, what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna go to the hospital. Take me to the hospital. Do you think I could ask at the desk? Maybe I can ask. Wait, what was that? Was that just me going into the room? Is that what I blew up? Yeah. I know you're having a very busy day, but I need to ask you a question. What is it, Chief? This box of painkillers says it was prescribed to Teacher Simon. However, I found them in the navigation room, which he isn't cleared to access. Maybe you have an idea how they ended up there? Chief, is that really important right now? Tell him to bring me the painkillers here if he doesn't need them. We're quickly running out right now. It is important. They might be evidence of a crime. We have a lot going on here. I really don't remember if I prescribed painkillers to Teacher Simon. If someone did, it must have been you or your mother, correct? Correct. Are there any records? We keep records in the consultation room, but there's a lot to sift through if you don't know what you're looking for. I'll take a look, thank you. That's why that's been empty. I will dispose of those. Well, it has been empty up until now, but that's just because I haven't needed to come in. Medical records could be useful to figure out how the painkillers ended up in the navigation room. It's all gibberish to me. I should call Paul. Looks like the type of thing he can help me with. Hey, Stell, how you doing? Well, pretty fucking stressed, putting it mildly. You? Oh, you know, same. What can I do for you? I like Paul. I'm looking into the origin of this box of painkillers I found, and I found medical records that seem to follow some sort of pattern. Here, I'll show you. It's gonna be a puzzle, baby! Sorry. Do you happen to know how it works? Wow, that's a lot of pages. I can't really read it, but I can offer you something else. I'll transfer it to your computer here at the security office so we can search for specific entries. So if you have a concrete suspicion which code you're looking for, we can confirm whether or not it exists. Thank you, I'll take you up on that. First, I have to figure out what code I'm looking for. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Thank you, Paul. See you soon. Figure out what code I'm looking for. It'd be great if it was the same prescription that was given to the pet, because then I could go and ask the person whose pet it was what code it's for. Nope, wrong room. Did it again. Okay. I copied these medical records from the consultation room because they relate to a case I'm working on, but I'm having a hard time deciphering them. Could you help me? Let me see. Right. System scrambles them like this. When we input data or query something specific, it's in a human legible form. So you can't read it either. Can you at least tell me what's stored in each of these entries? That should be the prescribing doctor, the patient, and the medication. I see, thank you. Okay. Can I look at them, do you think? Do we think that could be their room number? Hold on, let me do a game zoom. I had to select the right layer there. Okay. So it looks like this is the room, right? So those digits are the room. But what's that and what's that? Prescribing doctor, the patient, and the medication. So the patient is by their bunk number. So I don't know what the medication is. Doesn't have it. The bunk number. L3A. Well, it's not on my list, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. If I go to the navigate... If I go to security office... Okay, this is where we're going to find out if it's one of those games where I have to have found the evidence, or if it's one of those games that if I figure it out myself, I can still do it. Right? 213. What's 213? First record. Oh, is it maybe their age or something? No, because it's the prescribing doctor is the first one. And there's only 2 prescribing doctors. Hold on. Let's go back to Simon. So he's 26. And lives in L3A. It could just be... There's 13 pages, so it might just be a case of it's going... Here's an example of what it looks like, right? So... It's supposed to be... The prescribing doctor, which is 1 or 2 because there's only 2 of them. The patient, and then the type of medication, which must be on a code. So it's very much in a legible form if you know where people live, but... Neither here nor there. We need to go to the security office. Oh, I just fast traveled to the same place. That's not what I meant to do at all. Okay. I didn't do it this time. I didn't try to go on the brig this time. Okay. Pretty sure I know what I'm looking for. Sergeant Paul, you said I could search the medical records on my computer. I already copied them over when you sent them. Like I said, you can only enter the specific string you're looking for. The system will tell you whether or not that string exists in the records. So I need to know the numbers of the prescription. Okay. You discuss our next steps. Time is running out. About the paper that was recycled at the Earth Museum this morning. We only just started reviewing the data. So far, we haven't been able to... Did we all just get a message at the same time? Uh-oh. The crew no longer has the situation under control. None of us voted for this leadership. What the hell is this? Do you think everybody just received this? At least it reads like it was intended that way. How is that possible? It says the sender's anonymous. I've never seen that in my life. Neither have I. I'm calling Aaron. It shouldn't be possible on a technical level. All messages in our network have a sender. Yes, Sergeant Aldrich? Programmer Aaron, did you just receive an anonymous message? Yeah. Can you trace it? It says the sender's anonymous. I'm at the PDA terminal now, just give me a moment. It's strange. This looks like it was sent from outside the network. As in, not from the Zephyr? No, it's somewhere on the ship, but the server has no ID. What does that mean? It's almost like someone set up their own server to send this message to the whole network. Where? How? Sorry, Chief. It's too early to tell. Baird and I will try to work it out as quickly as possible. Good. I'll come and see you in the network area shortly. Go to you then, Chief. If he's right, we have to find that server. Maybe I shouldn't ask around about it too openly. I'll go to the network area and see if they have any leads.
At the time everybody received the ominous message, I wasn't yet aware of the broad support it would quickly garner in the general population.
Oh dear.
A crowd started forming in the residential area. Tensions would soon grow to the point that the captain decided to issue a partial lockdown of the ship. I don't think it helped the situation.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. Okay. I need to figure out what code the medicine is. I can see a 10 on it. I could just try the 10. I assumed that was 10 milligrams, but there's no harm in trying it. Okay, I can't just type it. I don't know why I went all the way through the alphabet instead of just going up to 9, but oh well. I need that to be 3. And that to be L. Okay, it's not 10. Okay. These are the medical records I found. Yeah. This is the box of painkillers I found in the navigation room. It's prescribed to Teacher Simon, who shouldn't have access to that room. Maybe you can look the prescription up on your computer. You just need to figure out its ID. Okay, so that was clearly a hint. We gotta go down to the navigation room. Oh, okay. All we ever hear from the crew is to remain calm, to stay in line, to fulfill our duties. Are you as sick of this as we are? The crew no longer has the situation under control. None of us voted for this leadership. Many of us never got to choose their profession or place in society. Many of us never chose to be here or to carry out the mission. It's time we all had a say in the way things work on the Zephyr. It's time we decide our purpose together. Fortunately, those in power have never given it up voluntarily. Very soon, you'll have to make a choice. Are you with us or with the crew? Ooh. Okay. We need to go to the communication area. She clearly hasn't instigated the lockdown yet, because there's people walking around. Oh, spooky. Okay, where am I supposed to be going? Network area. That is what it says. I guess just this way? Wait, what do you mean I can't talk to you? I thought I was coming down to speak to you. I thought that was the whole point. Maybe I'm just looking for the server? Maybe I was supposed to go to the server room? That would make sense. No secret server in here. Maybe I need to go back to Aaron and talk to him about the secret server. I feel like we've got so many things we could do. I just hope I don't end up sidelining the false accusation case. Have you been able to find out anything about the secret server? By now, we're sure that it exists, and we were even able to ping it. Any way to find its physical location? Let me think. Not from here. But if you get readouts of my ping from different locations on the ship, you may be able to deduce it. Sorry, what does that mean? Ping indicates how long it takes to communicate between 2 points in the network. I'll enable your PDA to ping the server. The further you are away from it, the higher the ping. It should go up to 100 on the opposite side of the ring. So it's 0 when I'm right on top of it. Correct. What if I'm a few floors above or underneath it? That should have a negligible effect. What really counts is the distance along the ring. How do I perform it? Hook it up to the network cables around the ship. It's usually not that easy because they're inside the walls, but a few of them are exposed when the ring malfunctioned. They run along the hallways and have a unique pattern of blue and white stripes. If you try one per area, it should be enough to triangulate the connection. One of them is right outside this room in the corridor, so you can start there. I saw more exposed network cables in hallways across the ship, but I don't remember where. Okay. 2 more things. The server isn't providing an exact response in milliseconds, so your readout will only indicate whether the ping is low, medium, or high. The low ping is 33 milliseconds, medium is between 34 and 66, and high is between 67 and 100. A low ping means the server's nearby, right? Exactly. Second, each readout will ping some reference locations, both spinward and anti-spinward. You'll see what I mean. Good luck, Chief. Thank you. Wonder who's in L3C. It could be a red herring, but like I said, it's an error. Doctors who prescribed to L3C. Yeah. Then why would it have his name on it? Actually, we might have who's in L3C. He's in L3D. L2C. That could have been... It was meant for him. Because... his son's ill. R3C. Also important. L3C is Noelia. Okay, there's too much going on. Seeing it. Yeah, you know what? I think you're onto something here. I'm gonna come back to that. Because we gotta find this server. Where are the exposed wires? Said there was some in the corridor. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Chi-Chi! Can we catch her? I'm really not sure what to do with you. What's the problem? Don't you want to go back? Viva la resistance. Guess that's a no. They said they were in the corridor. Did it wrong and the wrong name comes up on the packet. But then it would be in the system wrong. I don't know where these exposed wires are. I thought they said they were here. Okay, I'm gonna go back the way. Chi-Chi's either the big bad or we are. It's likely we are. Just don't think about where we are right now. Just don't think about it, Stella. Okay, so... He said it was right outside in the corridor, which means it would be, like, here. I don't see any wires. Do you? I feel like they would light up when I did this. Unless he means in here. The resistance turns out to be everybody else. Assuming the doctor puts it in the computer and the patient gets it directly, not that they have to go to a pharmacy. Where's these cables you spoke of, huh? Huh? There's a network cable in the hallway outside the network access point. Now, the right side door just leads me to this door. No. This door. So it says it was here, right? It said that they were blue and white. Distinct blue and white cables. That's the network office. Hold on. This door. Sorry. Oh, up there. Okay, I was looking completely the wrong place. Medium strength. What the heck does that mean? Okay, let's go find. So there is one, the assistant captain bunk in the command area. This is the command area. Is it maybe next to the captain's office? That would make sense. Let's go and see if this is... If it's near here. Picks up an RX for their kid, they're going to be more concerned that it's the right meds, not the right name. Again, could be a red herring. Okay, everybody be on the lookout for, like, big blue wires from the ceiling. Oh, I'll probably be, gone by the time you get back. Because I'm not going to be streaming for much longer. So enjoy the rest of your day. And maybe see you tomorrow, but enjoy your lunch as well. I went the wrong way again. Because I'm an idiot. I feel it has to be the top floor, right? Thank you! Yes, they are blue and white. Now I know they might be hanging from the ceiling. So I think there's some rooms over here that I haven't... Ah, so here's the chief's bunk, which I can go in. Maybe this is the assistant chief's bunk? Said there was a ping. If it wires from the ceiling. Did I miss them? Okay, let's go in here first, because I can... Anyone in there? Stella? Oh! Yeah. I was thinking of the captain, not the chief. Can I come in? Sure. I forgot that she was there. I don't need to go into her bunk. I mean, I could go into her bunk. What did it say? Assistant captain's bunk. Yeah, I came to the wrong place. Would the captain's bunk not be, like, over by the office? Never mind, why they weren't blue. Ah, okay. Just ignore them then. It'll be the bright blue ones. Captain's office. I can go in here. This isn't where I need to be, but might as well check just in case. Okay, no. Damn. Maybe this isn't... Here's the captain's bunk. Assistant captain's bunk. I just assumed it would be... Maybe it's near my bunk? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna look for a little bit longer and then I'll probably wrap up. And we can... excuse me. And we can do the, everything else next time. Yeah, I don't know who these bunks belong to. Oh, what was that? No, okay. Yeah, I see the wires now. Okay, yeah, I don't know where these are, so we're gonna have to look for another place. Activities room in the public area, the train station in the bio area. Oh, that'll be easy to check, because if I just try and go to the hospital, it will send me straight to the train station. Not. Surely this is the train station. And we're in the bio area. I was assuming that this means there's some cables here for me to connect to, but maybe they aren't. Maybe it's just giving me a hint as to where. I don't know. I haven't seen any cables. Do I have to run through every corridor on this ship to find the cables? Ha! Found one. Bunk 3 R3B. Okay. It might not be there, but if I go there, I can find something out. That's a very specific place. This way. Okay. There's clearly no cables outside of it. I'll stop doing that now. That's probably really annoying. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up here. I know we haven't reached a nice sort of conclusion, but I think we've got a lot to work on. We've got a lot of things to look at. But I think if we come back next time and we just kind of work through them. I've had some rest because I'm getting quite tired, so I think it's probably not helping. And we wrap up for now. Yeah, cool. Wonderful. So if you're watching this later, wherever it is, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying this game so far. I'm having a good time. It has some downtime in it, but I'm feeling good about it. I might be back tomorrow playing this, or I might be playing Layton. I haven't decided yet. Probably this, while it's still fresh in my head, and then we'll start Layton next week. But anyway, I will see you guys. No, I'm not leaving yet. I've just realized I'm about to say goodbye. I'm not leaving yet. I just need to wrap the game up. So see you guys in the next part. Thank you so much for